What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are here working on the truck and we're going to be focusing on the rear end here. But first, I got to admit something to you. For the first time, I accidentally deleted some footage. So luckily it wasn't a whole lot and we can go through it pretty quick, but let's walk through what I kind of deleted. So here we have battery tray, and this is something that Ryan welded up. Turned out really good, holds the batteries good, and then when we put the boards on top of our rails, it'll be hidden and it'll look really good. So that is something we wanted to get done early, because once we have batteries we could throw in a switch and start the truck, which we did. So we have our switch inside here, and all you do is she fires right up. So that made it so that way if we're test driving it and it stalls for whatever reason, we're not kind of stranded there.
And I cut that thing out so it doesn't squeak anymore.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. So yeah, down here, part of our fender liner was rubbing up against our gearbox housing or bracket, and so just the vibration of the truck, it was just squeaking really bad. So,
And the only reason that it needed that spot there was because if you look at that side over there, this used to continue almost all the way over to here. Well, we cut that out because of our steering box, and so it didn't even need that bracket anymore. So just completely got rid of it.
You guys can notice there's another bolt hole here technically for the fender liner, but yeah, like Ryan said, we don't really need that anymore. And then also, oh yeah, we got our power steering fixed. We actually just took it down to the store just down the road where they do all of our, actually for our farming, they build all of our hydraulic hoses that we need. And so we just asked them to clamp on a new fitting onto this. We're not 100% how long it will last because it is an older hose, but so far the test driving that we've done, it hasn't come undone. So we'll see how that lasts. But yeah, so there's what we kind of missed out footage wise. And tonight we're gonna take this rear axle off. So we got the rear axle off. That came off pretty easy. And now we are figuring out what we're doing for leaves. So we know for sure that we're going to be taking out 3 leaves out of here. That will give us the clearance we need, and we don't need this sturdy of leaf system, because right now, like, it doesn't even budge when you put any weight on it. And we don't need that. The most we're ever gonna be doing is like maybe hauling a car with this. So get rid of these leaves, and then we're gonna be figuring out a drop shackle here so that we can raise it up to the top of the frame there. That'll give us some clearance. And then here we actually are gonna try and flip this bracket upside down, and that would move this pin to the top of the frame here. And we might have to notch out a little bit here to make room for the leaves, but we're not sure. We'll see what it looks like once we get it flipped. Well guys, as you saw, we got the leaves off, taken apart, and the leaves taken out that we wanted. That left us with the 4 leaves that we're gonna keep, and that alone probably raised us about 1.5 inches or so. And then we changed up the front mount here of the leaf springs, and all we did was flip it over. As you can see over here, we had this one raised up to the second holes on the mount, but then we realized that if you flip the whole thing upside down, it would raise it up another couple inches, and then you just have to notch out this section here for the leaves. And so that helped bring the front end a little higher. And then off camera yesterday, we built our own drop shackles for the rear. So that goes back here, and that will lift the leaf mount to the top of the frame, which gives us another couple inches. So that was where we're at. We kind of did all this off camera because we weren't exactly sure how it was all going to work out. But now that we've built one and it was successful, we're going to build the other and get this rear end done. And we still need to notch the frame, because as we sit now, with where we raised it, we're only about 1.5 inches from the frame here. So we're going to have to do some notching to make room for the suspension. So coming along though, we're pretty happy with how it turned out. We're excited to get it done and see how it looks lowered. got this side of the shackle done. The holes are drilled for the pins. This is the bottom one, and this is our hole for the large bottom pin, which is this one that goes clear through through the frame. And how we did it is we found this piece that is the diameter of the inside diameter is the right size for these bushings that are in the original one. They came out of here, so these fit perfectly into here. And so what we did is we found a hole saw that is the perfect size for that. And then this piece is the same length as the bottom bracket here, so we're going to slide these through. The other one will slide through, and that will be the perfect distance as the bottom shackle. And then we just put these bushings in, and that will be our bottom hole. Now for the top one, it is just this pin that goes through like so, but it has this bolt pin that goes through here. So this is all we have left, and that is the hardest one to do because it has to be perfect, because you're going through part of this and you're drilling through here. So the bolt goes partly through this hole to go through that pin, like so. So I have it all measured out, and how I measured it out is I took the half distance from this hole, and then measured across there, which I found to be 21/32. And so just have to mark this on side, find my center, and then drill it out. So we got everything drilled and ready to weld up finally. These drills took forever, but turned out pretty good. Ryan's over here welding up the first one. It's turning out really good. I think it's gonna be strong. Alright guys, we're on the home stretch for this rear axle. This is mounted and looks good, and Ryan is welding up the other shackle over here. Then we can mount that, and while he's doing that, I am going to be cutting and notching the frame out of here. So let's get at it. down again. Well guys, we finally got the back end lowered and it turned out awesome. There's still actually about a 5-inch difference from the front and the rear, but you honestly would not think it was that much by looking at it. And this is pretty much as low as we can go without severely modifying everything, but we're happy with how it turned out. I love how the tires are way above the frame now, so it just gives it that lowered, slammed look even more. But everything went pretty good. There's our notches. Shackles came out good. And just the whole rear end looks a lot cleaner now, because we removed these override springs as well, which were just big and bulky. So now everything just looks simple and clean. Well guys, I think this is where I'm going to call the video for the truck. I know we have some welding to do and put the U-bolts on, but that's all things that you guys don't really see. And I want to get this video done before it gets too long, because I don't like going past the 20-minute mark, and I'm already way past it, I think. So we will update you guys on the next video, so you better subscribe so you can see when that video comes out, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.